White and black, only say I love you just so I can hear it back sometimes. Other times I.
Welcome back to your second episode of WLHS. I'm Michaela.
And I'm Mackenzie.
And we're your hosts.
Make sure you stay tuned and watch all those episodes. It's going to be an exciting week with exciting news.
Now off to weather.
I'm Melissa.
I'm Jaja, and we're weather team.
Friday, make sure you have one of these because it's going to rain.
And Saturday and Sunday is going to be very hot and sunny. Now off to sports.
My name is Colby.
I'm Alex.
And we're your sports team. Tonight, the football team will be traveling to Harrisonburg for the benefit game. On Monday, August 21st, the league golf team will be at Lakeview at 2 p.m.
On Wednesday, the cross-country team will be at Wilson at 5 o'clock. And on Thursday, the girls volleyball will have a game at home against Ford.
Now back to the studio.
Hey guys, I'm Trey Simmons and I'm here with Kobe Berry and Thomas Otney of the league golf team. So Thomas, we know you guys are 3-0. How do you think you've improved since last season?
Well, we've been working really hard this summer. Our young guys have really stepped it up, and we're looking pretty good.
Nice. So Kobe, tell me, do you have high expectations for your senior season?
Yeah, as long as I just keep my head straight, I'll have a great season.
Nice. So Thomas, we know you're a defending regional champ and a former state champ. Does this give you any pressure in your upcoming seasons?
There's a lot of pressure, but I've been playing pretty well lately, so I think I'll be all right if I just keep going.
That's nice. So good luck to league golf this year.
We're here with Mr. Lawrence talking about the solar eclipse.
So what exactly is the solar eclipse? So a solar eclipse is when the moon passes between the Earth and the sun. So if this apple was the Earth, and here's the moon, and then let's just use the light as the sun. So the moon passes in front of the Earth, and it blocks out the light from the sun for a small section of the planet, not the whole planet, just a small bit of it, for usually a couple hours at a time. So that's what a solar eclipse is.
That's pretty cool. How often does this happen?
Well, it depends on where you're talking about. On average, the Earth as a whole gets a solar eclipse about once a year or two, but this portion of the United States getting a solar eclipse, I don't know off the top of my head, but I think the last one was about 40 or 50 years ago, and then there's going to be another one in like 20 or 30 years. It's kind of, there's no set, we can figure it out, but there is no set every couple of years that it happens. So while the Earth gets it pretty regularly, for a small section of the planet to see it, it's a more rare event.
Alright, so when is this going to happen on Monday, and how long will it last?
It's going to go for about 3 hours. Hold on just a second. Hello? Oh, it's Mr. Jay-Z. Do you guys know who that is?
Yes.
Yes. All right. What? The eclipse is happening at 4:44? No, it's not. The eclipse actually is going to start around 1 o'clock, and it's going to be done around 4 o'clock, with the peak being at about 2:40 in the afternoon. So you guys are going to see it right around the time you're getting out of school, or maybe your 4th block teacher is going to take you outside.
Well,
any other questions, guys?
No, that's all for today. Thanks,
all right.
Mr. Lawrence. Now off to Wilson with some safety tips.
Tip number 1. Don't look at the sun with your naked eye unless you want to go blind. Tip number 2. Don't use regular sunglasses because they don't work either. Instead, use these fancy things. You can buy them at Puffer Bellies and at some gas stations in Stanton. Just make sure they have these or you'll go blind. Tip number 3, if you didn't listen to tip number 1, make sure you contact your local eye doctor because you can have some serious eye damage. Now back to the studio.
Thanks for watching this week's episode. We hope you had a great second week back at school.
And we hope that you're just as excited as us to watch the solar eclipse on Monday. Make sure to wear your glasses.
No matter what you say, what you do, when I'm alone, I'd rather be with you. Got these other things, I'll be right by your side till 2005.